Hello, and welcome to the second episode of our multiplayer EU4 campaign. We have just returned, and we have a new player. Introduce yourself, and who are you playing as?
Oh, me? I'm Paddy Hitman, and I'm playing as Hungry.
Yep, so we now have, shall we say, a spanner in the works for Grimhar's attempted conquest of Hungary. So, now, does anybody have any political... I went a bit growly there for a moment. Anybody have any relations with each other that they were speaking about before we started the game? Because I think we began dividing up Europe between us. If anyone remembers any of those agreements, do you want to go through them?
Well, me and Austria have kind of alliance going. I promised not to go into the HRE.
Alright.
And Castile and Austria also has an alliance, as Austria accepted the offer from Castile. A defensive alliance against French dominance.
Fair enough.
Also, can we put the speed up to 2, maybe?
Yeah.
Declare war when you are ready. My armies are in position.
Sorry, where am I taking them again? Gulf of Valencia.
Gulf of Valencia, yes.
Alright, once I get there, I'll declare war. Okay, are you gonna declare war on Portugal?
Potentially later on.
Well, because I was going to have them perhaps as another potential ally, but... If obviously you're going to be my main ally in the area, so... As long as I get the Italian bits of Aragon, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind if you get Majorca, or the...
You mean the Baleares?
Yeah, I don't mind if you get Majorca and Menorca, but I want Sardinia and Sicily.
Here we go, Lithuania. Hungary, time to abandon your alliance with the Teutons.
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Right, I'm in
I can't. I have to quickly stop my relation improvement. You guys realise I won't be able to ally with you guys until 1449 because of the fact that we're rivals.
Right, okay, I'm calling into war, Castile.
And I just had a peasant revolt.
What?
Only 6,000 men.
I'll let you deal with that.
Yeah, I've got a thing now, and there you go, done.
They are dealt with. Declare war.
If I was, for example, to
They're
declare
offering me
war
an
on
alliance
Brittany right now, what would be your opinion?
Yay! I now have a new king.
Dude.
Call me in, dude.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Go for it.
You're in the.
Any objections for you?
No military objections now. Like, I'm not gonna send any men to tell you off.
You don't want it to happen. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna move my army into the north of Aragon by foot.
You should have made me a co-belligerent.
Oh, it's alright. I forgot about that.
Oh well, no matter.
But we're gonna win this war anyway.
Yeah, they have 15,000 men in Valencia that I can see.
Yeah, I think that's it. To be honest, I'm sending
In
my
Naples. Okay.
I'm sending my army in now. Actually, no. There's a Italian state that's involved in the war, so I'm gonna deal with them. Maybe I can actually conquer them in the process. That'd be nice. Start off my independence with conquest of a territory. Right, victory is mine. Disputed succession in Austria, Leinster, wherever that is, Cyprus, and Anhalt, and Ansbach, and Milan, and Bohemia.
Hey, Tuscany want an alliance from me. I'm guessing that won't be good for your plans later on, will it?
If you accept that alliance with Tuscany, I will view you as a permanent...
I declined it. Hey, if you want to improve relations with me, that would help us.
I currently don't have a diplomat spare.
Okay.
Well, I do. I'm just keeping one handy for a peace treaty. So.
Well, it's gonna be a long time until we have a peace treaty.
Maybe. I'm gonna carry on. However, I want to make sure the Ottomans like me. I know that's strange, but I can't be bothered for them to go to war against me. So. I treat player nations more or less as AI nations. I don't have any differing towards them, unless they. Yeah, but it just makes it easier to negotiate with them. That's the only difference. You might want to see Aragon.
Guys, why is Burgundy at war with you?
Oh, he joined the war.
If I was to, for example, offer him military access, would that pretty shit thing to do?
That would be pretty shit to do, yes.
Well, but the Burgundy army is currently actually smashing mine. At the
Oh,
moment.
wow. Fuck's sake.
I'm not actually offering them military access, you know.
No, I suspect they got it through AI side way, but don't give it to them, because you can't get to.
It's fine. I'm thinking of getting some mercenaries just to balance the odds. Oh, Jesus Christ! They have 21,000 men. No, they
Oh
have
dear God!
They have 27,000 men, and I have 2. Thank you, game.
Things are going well there, I hear.
No, I think we've lost. France.
Yes.
How would you like to see yourself as a? How should we put this? Friend of the Mediterranean Alliance.
Corsica and Sardinia. That's my. Give me Corsica and Sardinia, and I'll win your warfare.
What about Corsica? I want to keep Sardinia for myself. However,
Corsica.
I can give you Malta. Malta and
Corsica and Malta.
Yeah.
Malta and Corsica, and Roma.
You can't ask for Rome.
Good.
He just did.
Yeah. No.
I'm fairly sure he just did.
No. Well, you can have Corsica.
Let
and
him
Malta.
take Rome. We'll give him 10 minus 10.
Well, no, I want Rome.
What's it called? Papal influence. Come on.
And because papal influence is
And I'm
my
not even
biggest.
at war with the Papal
Right.
States, but I can promise you Corsica and Malta.
Right, yeah, okay, right. Corsica and Malta. And after I've wrapped up my current wars, I'll come help you.
You better hurry up.
Peace relation with me. Offer me an alliance. I don't like you.
Yeah, well, if you could. Who would accept an alliance? I will send a diplomat to your way.
Still, I think you don't really want that alliance. Huh?
Oh, and there's a Danish, the Danish are at war with the Swedish over independence. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to offer an alliance to Sweden.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
okay, well, put it this way: both Castile and France have something to gain by me becoming independent.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
If anything, it works against my interest.
Not necessarily.
Well,
It means you have a more
No,
necessarily.
No, it means you have a more reasonable person that can potentially become a useful ally. If you
Or could
intend-
potentially repay its former benefactor, Castile, in any wars in the colonies against me.
I would like to sign a treaty with both Castile and France, and it's less a treaty that binds me to a conflict, in fact, much to contrary. In fact, I'll get a small piece of paper here just so I remind myself next time we play this.
Right.
Obviously you can't sign it, but we will. You know, you can proverb. Yeah, anyway, so.
I know what you mean.
So, I will, in return for assistance in both of your assistance in allowing me to establish myself as a Mediterranean power. Notice, okay. I will, however, promise to remain neutral in any wars between France and Castile that take place in any colonial region, with the exception of North Africa, but that doesn't really count.
And why do you think I am at all helping you with your independence? No, I'm joking.
The reason being is that I don't wish to. However, if a war begins between you in Europe, that's a different matter.
Vice versa, though. On the flip side.
Yes.
For example, if I was to grant Burgundy military access.
Yes. Well, that wouldn't make much difference. That wouldn't make much difference because their entire armed force is currently in Naples. I have an army of 11,000, an army of 17,000, and an army of 12,000.
Grim just urging me on there, saying, "Do it."
Well, it doesn't matter if they get military access because they're already all in my territory. So, them being in you giving them military access is to me of no consequence.
What happens when they're finished with you?
The war will be over.
I suppose, actually. So,
all I am is saying
Hey,
that I promise to stay
weren't
out.
you guys agreeing earlier that Brittany wouldn't be invaded by France?
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about arrangement where he wouldn't invade Britain, I wouldn't invade Venice, but it's not going to work out. So.
I noticed that, yeah.
Right, okay, so all I'm saying is that this is just me saying that I will stay out of any colonial conflicts. However, conflicts in Europe, if they're interested...
No, because that's where colonial conflicts will reverberate.
I mean, as in...
Okay, right, this is my ultimatum.
Oh god, the Ottomans are attacking Serbia.
Corsica, Malta, and you remain neutral on
Yeah,
any dealings.
Hungary, why have you started attacking someone?
I
am about to.
I will remain... Well, what I meant by other than wars will take place in Europe, I meant as in any wars that are fought on the sole basis of to gain something in Europe. So if it is a colonial war over somewhere in America or Africa or...
Any and all negotiations between me and Castile, you remain neutral.
Unless it takes place in Italy. That's my part. If it takes place anywhere in Italy, the Italian peninsula, then I will see myself as obligated to join the war on whichever side I believe benefits my intentions of...
Alright, absolutely. As soon as you can, call me in.
Okay. Should I write that down? So, what should we call this?
I'll join. Is there a way you can get me to join?
Hold on. Yeah.
No conditions.
The Naples neutrality pact.
Brigadier, listen to Volker. He's offering to join free of charge.
I'm sending 30,000 men down.
Okay, yeah.
You're not even in the war.
But I'm getting a royal marriage with them, and then an alliance, and then I'm now in the war. Right, call me to arms.
Brigadier, call Austria to war instead.
France or Austria, mate, lay your cards. France or Austria.
How does one call one to war again? I can't remember.
Get an alliance with Austria.
Is it under...
Mate, you don't have time.
Yeah, he does, because I'm holding
now
down
has
an
time.
arrow.
Yeah, can we pause a second? Right, okay. How does one call each other to war?
Get an alliance
yes.
with Austria and call them in.
Okay, right, now call me to arms, mate. Call me to arms, and I'll come in and I'll give you a hand.
Thank you, France.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Austria, however, if you're still willing to do so, I'm more than happy to...
Well, it's not needed if France is involved.
Okay.
And we have negative opinion of each other. We can't get an alliance straight away.
Ah, fair enough. Okay.
All my vassals are coming down as well.
Thank you. I'm currently boosting my stability because it's on -3. Right, so the Naples Neutrality Pact of 1448. Naples agrees to remain neutral.
There's a 15,000 Aragonin army entering Bern right now, heading to Armagnac.
Right. Austria, after this war, shall we get our alliance?
Yeah, so
go.
just neutral in is this wars between Castile, well probably becomes Spain by that point, between Castile and France, right? Just between Castile and France.
Yeah.
Okay, in all conflicts.
Walker, you're accepting that, or
Yeah.
Deal if you want to try and get some men to re-siege Naples. Might be helpful.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can't get men there.
Got a boat?
No transport boats.
Let us entice that little bastard to come and fight us. I was gonna sit and burn. Oh no.
Okay, so this is the Naples Neutrality Pact of 1448, and these are the written terms. Naples agrees to remain neutral in all conflicts where the opposing parties include France and Castile, with the exception with any conflicts that regard the Italian peninsula. Is that agreed by all three parties, which are myself, Lee and Zype?
Well, I demand some form of compensation.
Yes, but this is just the treaty. This is just the treaty. And your compensation is Minorca, and the whole of the rest of the Kingdom of Aragon in the Iberian Peninsula, because that's your claim anyway.
Dude, do you want to try and come help me with the Burgundian forces up in the north? So,
You were pulled into this war to deal with the Burgundian forces. Deal with them.
yes, but the fact is that now I've linked up the Aragonian forces. The point of this war, win the war, and I mean, you can't win this war without us.
Battle of the Gulf of Valencia, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So is that agreed by Zype? Do you agree?
I've dealt with all the Aragonian forces in France. I know there's a little sneaky little ace to that.
Hungary? Not right now. I'd be over my relations limit. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
So Zype, do you agree with the treaty? Zype.
Well, what do I get?
Well, no,
Well,
this is just the treaty. This is so basically it's me saying I will stay neutral with any conflicts between France and Castile, with the
Yeah, and I'm not too happy with that because I was counting on a future Italy helping me against a tyrannic France.
How long should we say this treaty is in place for?
Oh no, this is permanent. That was the deal.
Permanent.
How is the treaty worded?
Okay, so Naples agrees to remain neutral in all conflicts where the opposing parties include France and Castile, with the exception of any conflicts regarding the Italian peninsula, in which case I will choose the side that most benefits my plans of becoming the king of Italy.
Yeah, okay, I approve of that.
You approve?
Yes.
I obviously approve, and Lee, do you approve?
I thought it was beggars can't be choosers.
You're fully sieged.
Yep.
Me?
No, I am.
Naples.
Well, Castile, do you want to go and siege him?
What? No? I'm busy
Wanna go
besieging Aragon.
Mate, come on, you've got... Okay. I'm thinking maybe like we'll win the war before we try to...
Well, we are winning the war.
Okay, so
Thanks to my sieges, we are keeping the war score at 0.
all three parties agree to the treaty of the Naples Neutrality Pact of 1448, and therefore it is in place as of this day, and I shall keep it on my desk as and when we play this again. Are there any other treaties people want me to draw up?
Ooh, I might lose this battle actually.
I can be the official treaty drawer upper, if you like.
Better rules, better rules. Well, I've just lost a battle in the north, but I've destroyed most of their forces, so...
Tholga?
I'm bringing up...
Yep.
Do you have any treaties from your part of the world you wish to draw up?
Another one written down. No.
However, I'd like to negotiate the future of the Balkans with Hungary.
I
Hungary?
don't think you're in a position to be negotiating things.
No, but
That's all he can do when he's fully sieged down.
well, well, in fairness, with your help, I hopefully will win this war, and then afterwards I will be in a position to negotiate things. This is purely just things that will happen in the future, and also it may avoid a massive conflict.
I'll just make this very clear. The Balkans belong to Hungary because I'm allied to them.
Very well, now we know the standpoint. However, I'm not claiming the entire Balkans. I'm only claiming the areas of the Balkans owned by Venice.
No, because initially he wanted Dalmatia
Alright,
and the other
okay.
one.
Alright, okay. I will happily settle for Ragusa.
But is there anything that's really needed to be settled for when you're the one who's currently getting shafted up the arse by Aragon and relying on foreign powers for help?
Yes, but I don't really have a choice at that point because I was in a union with them, and yeah, I don't just simply didn't have a choice. There was no other way I would have been able to win this. But once I'm an independent nation, I will have a lot more options open for me, which will allow me to become stronger. Had I the choice, I probably would have taken territory and gotten stronger before I declared war, but I didn't have that option because I was in a union with Aragon.
In my head, you were the one enticing what's-his-face to help you in the war. He was the one who wanted to hang on a little bit with the war.
What? No, I asked Zype.
If I remember right.
I asked Zype when he was ready for war, because I said, I think it's probably a good idea if we get it done sooner rather than later. And Zype said, yes, I agree.
I could get a claim on all of Naples.
Ah, Navarra is piecing out.
I could get a claim on all of Naples, but
It'd be best not to do that. That's not very nice, is it?
Since what about Poland? Do they have any treaties that need to be drawn up?
Castile, can you do us a favour, mate?
Well, I could draw a treaty with Austria if they'd be interested.
All right. Okay. What is the treaty
Castile.
with Austria? What is the treaty regarding?
Castile, mate, could you deal with the five stack in Avignon? Because I don't really want to pull forces down from my sieging up and where do you call it? Cheers, mate.
Yes. So, what is the treaty regarding?
Treaties regarding the HRE, basically, and us helping each other.
Okay. So, what thing? First things first, is Austria willing to go into a treaty with Poland?
Yeah.
Okay. And so regarding HRE, so what things would you be helping each other with? Is this military, money? What is this?
Military was my idea.
Okay, so okay, so
So
yep. Sorry, carry on.
I already made sure not to take Neumarkt since it's HRE territory.
Okay,
So
sorry.
I've already been a very nice boy.
Yep. So
and I will continue to not intrude into HRE territory if we all agree to ward off the Ottomans and Muscovy when they start getting
alright,
uppity.
okay, so I'm going to name this the HRE Polish Pact.
The Pact of Mutual Defence article.
No, but I prefer to have the countries involved in the name so we know exactly what it's regarding. The HRE Polish Pact of Defence.
How this Aragonian king isn't dead yet?
Okay.
Is that two-sided? So we're just in an alliance, a defensive pact in terms of your
I'll
land.
write it up from what I've heard so far, and then you can see if you agree with the treaty.
CK2. Playing CK2.
No, we're doing EU4. Adorable. Livonian Aura has rivaled me.
Who are you playing as?
Poland. And I just absolutely slaughtered the Teutons in the First War.
I hope you don't mind me asking you, but what nation are playing Vicky 2? Any nation, and I mean any.
You want to play a nation in Vicky 2?
Yep.
Okay. Hawaii.
Anything.
France would be useful.
Hawaii.
Move your fleet to the Gulf of Lyon.
Hey, me?
Yeah.
Right.
Hawaii.
I might end up taking a few provinces from Burgundy.
What, sorry?
Austria.
Are you
I
here?
take it you don't want me to take anything that will interfere
Why
with your...
are you... Sorry, go ahead.
You go it, because mine's a long one.
What's the issue?
Paddy, why are you losing your war against Bosnia?
Because basically some stuff happened, but now I'm sieging them.
Wait, what happened? Who's the players?
He's Hungary.
The Ottomans are now taking all
How
of
the hell can
Serbia.
you lose against Bosnia and Hungary?
Okay, guys, for the HRE Polish Pact of Defence, does this sound like an alright wording to you? The Kingdom of Poland agrees to drop all claims on HRE territory in return for mutual assistance against the Ottoman Empire and the Principality of Muscovy if conflict arises. Does this sound agreeable?
Also, Russia, if Muscovy would turn into Russia.
Yeah, well, at this point, Russia is not formed, and so it's worded as such as the Times. If Muscovy becomes Russia, then it still is valid.
And I think we can both agree that if Denmark intrudes on anything south of Scandinavia, or Sweden for that matter, we will crush them.
Assistance will also be provided if any Scandinavian interference was to occur.
Dude, I'm going to transfer the siege.
Yeah, hold on.
And by the way, this besides the treaty, if at any point you want to release Holstein, I'm up for it.
I would like that.
So if sorry, say that bit again.
mean, that
That
doesn't
was
need to be in the treaty.
that was not for his treaty. That was just
Okay.
beside the treaty.
So do let's see, agreed. So Tholga, do you agree to that treaty? Would you like me to read it again?
Yeah, go on.
Well, read it again, or is that accept?
Read it again.
Okay, so the HRE Polish Pact of Defence. The Kingdom of Poland agrees to drop all claims on HRE territory in return for mutual assistance against the Ottoman Empire and the Principality of Muscovy if conflict arises. Assistance will also be provided if any Scandinavian interference was to occur.
Okay. Now, if it comes down to it, when it comes down to it for military assistance, in defensive wise, I can pretty much guarantee I can call to your aid, but aggressive.
Any like declining of joining a conflict is subject to the time. So if you want to do that, then that's up to you.
Got it.
So Grim, do you agree to that?
Yeah, I do.
And Tholga, you agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Agree. And I will sign it for the sake of officiality. And what is the year? It is 1451. So the HRE Polish Defence Pact of 1451. Anyone else have any other treaties they wish to draw up with another nation? Is Hungary there?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right, I feel we
I'm
should
just debating
sign
whether
a
or not I
treaty
want to.
on our Holy Roman boundaries.
Yeah.
Okay, what
Hungary.
is-
I have a proposition for you.
Yeah.
I will agree
Go
to
ahead.
remain out of all Balkan affairs, like permanently,
Yeah.
and have no further interest in it. For in return, if I am allowed to conquer either the province of Dalmatia,
Send your fleet to Western Mediterranean.
Dalmatia or Ragusa.
That is.
Brigadier.
Well, I
send
thought you
your-
were. I
Yes.
thought you were already taking
Send your fleet
Dalmatia.
to Western Mediterranean.
Okay. Sorry, what are you saying? Sorry, say again.
I thought you were already taking Dalmatia because that was a province that belonged to Venice.
Oh yeah, if that's all right with you, then that will happen. But
Yeah, sure. As long as I get Ragusa, which is now being taken by Venice as we speak.
yep, and that means we can help each other against Venice. Do you want that to be written down as an actual treaty, or do you wish to keep it as a?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. You can do whatever.
Well, no, but
I trust you.
you trust me, okay. Another piece of paper.
Paddy, I said before that I support all your claims to the entire Balkans, so
Yeah.
you didn't need to do this.
No, but
I wouldn't be doing it.
fine. I'll listen to the other guys. Fuck you.
Oh, fine. I'm trying to go for
Right,
peaceful relations, but fine.
how am I going to get Malta out of this one? One of you is going to have to siege it and then transfer the siege.
Oh, hold on. We have received an offer. They are offering the following terms. We need white peace, Naples. No, I'm not remaining subject of Aragon.
Whatever deal you make, I want Alicante.
You want Alicante?
Yes.
Well, hold on. First, I'm going to see if they would accept the demand purely for my independence. Just at the moment, I just want to see if they will actually.
Need to regain control.
Don't cross me, man. Don't cross me.
I'm not going to cross you, but you will get Malta and Corsica in time, because obviously Corsica is currently owned by Genoa. But I intend
Well,
to...
I can take Corsica by myself.
Oh crap!
That's fine.
Provence want me to go to war? No.
But
What?
What?
Apparently I just lost.
Lost what?
separate peace, apparently.
Yep.
I didn't accept anything.
You didn't have to. You were 100% sieged out.
Oh, dude, man, I told you I should have been
Ouch.
re-sieging.
It did happen though.
Episode 2.
Right, I think I'll stop recording now. Yeah,
You
so
can call
for
that
those
episode
of you
2
that
Major Cock
for
Up.
those of you that fell asleep, effectively I mucked up big time, and Naples no longer exists. So this is going to be the end of the second episode, where I sort everything out, and everything will be back to normal in no time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your lives, and look both ways before crossing the road.